the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Mamo akwaba ba Nsem-Pii TV so. Menemo kase soko na okopemo UPSA. Ghana mampani abedechi Dr.Bawumia ene Ghana fo edin komo adwumadi omatulidin empowering youth entrepreneurs for a resilient economy. Adwumadi mpanifo mebrina na adwumadi ase MPs and ministers the finance minister Ken Oforiata adwumadi na asibi the information minister Kojo Oponkroma minister for trade and industry Honorable K.T. Hammond and mpanifo mebrina na adwumadi na ase and Dr. Bawumia the vice president of Ghana the Nsem-Pii na tuja Nsem-Pii or say on creating of jobs, entrepreneurial opportunities for youth remain on Dr. Bawumia and the NPP abino on priority. The Nsem-Pii na Dr. Bawumia or the tuja in fact was finish former president John Dramani Mahama and in the NDC basa. A message ebeko nyakuti the vice president of Ghana Dr. Bawumia openi ankasa anudi.
The Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Planning, Honorable Ken Oforiata, the Minister for Trade and Industry, Honorable K.T. Hammond, the Minister for Information, Honorable Kojo Oponkroma, the Minister of State for the Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization, Rural Development and Decentralization, Honorable Obi Amwa, Ministers of State here present, Members of Parliament, the Country Director of the World Bank, the Ghana Enterprises Agency Board Chairman, the CEO of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, the lady in red, the CEO of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, the Project Director and Administrator, GA MSME Grant Committee Chairperson, Management and Staff of the GEA, our gallant entrepreneurs here present, the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and a profound sense of purpose and enthusiasm that I stand before you today to witness a transformative moment in the economic landscape of our beloved nation. I am happy to be part of this historic grant signing ceremony hosted by the Ghana Enterprises Agency, GEA, as we showcase to Ghanaians and the world that it is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's population is about 31 million, and as you have heard, about 75% is below 35. That is about 23 million of Ghanaians are below the age of 35 years. That's 75%. And between 15 and 35, we're about 11 million of us. So it is a very youthful population that we have. And when we came into office as the government, as the Honorable K.T. Hammond has just said, the biggest challenge that we faced was the challenge of a high and growing unemployment. And therefore, our focus in terms of economic policy since 2017 has been addressing this issue of the high and growing unemployment, which is largely youth unemployment. So we started to implement policies to transform the economy across various sectors. What is remarkable is that notwithstanding the global economic challenges, major global economic disruptions that have taken place with regard to COVID-19 that many of you have talked about and its implications on businesses, as well as the Russia-Ukraine war. Notwithstanding these global challenges, our government over the last 7 years has created 2.1 million jobs. This is the highest number of jobs created by any government since the Fourth Republic, and probably since independence over this period. No government in the Fourth Republic has created this number of jobs in this period. Notwithstanding, and all of this is under very trying circumstances since 2020. And you can imagine if that global economic environment were benign, not facing all of these shocks, you can see that we would have even done more than the 2.1 million jobs that we have done. But this is not enough. We have done 2.1 million jobs, more than any other government that has come before, but it is not enough. Another avenue that we've thought about in terms of job creation is to create and promote entrepreneurs, to create an entrepreneurial state, as the Minister of Finance has just said. And this avenue to create jobs through entrepreneurship and encouraging entrepreneurship is where the idea of U-Start came from. And as you know, it is ideas that transform nations. It's not raw materials, it's not oil and gold, but ideas. What comes from your mind, what comes from your brain, that is what transforms nations. And the idea of U-Start is a transformational idea. This event marks a significant chapter in the government's journey toward job creation, prosperity, and economic transformation. Again, this remarkable event shares the results of the implementation of the U-Start Ghana Jobs and Skills Project and the Ghana Economic Transformation Project. These two government projects, funded by the World Bank through the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Trade and Industry, and implemented by the Ghana Enterprises Agency to provide capacity building on business management, technical assistance, and grant funding to selected startups and micro, small, and medium enterprises. I am honored today to witness the tangible results of collaborative efforts between government, the private sector, and the World Bank. I extend my deepest appreciation to the Ghana Enterprises Agency, led by its dynamic CEO, Mrs. Kosi Yankee Aye, for renewing their team, for renewing their unwavering commitment to fostering growth and development of startups and MSMEs. I also want to say a special thank you to the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta. He is the brainchild of U-Start. And I want you to give him a special round of applause. We discussed this U-Start. He said he had this vision of U-Start. And we thought it was possible. And he has made it happen. Congratulations and thank you, Ken Ofori-Atta. I would also like to thank the Minister for Trade and his Industry, Honorable K.T. Hammond, for his leadership on these valuable and oversight responsibility of these invaluable programs. The government is also thankful to our key development partners, including the World Bank, for both its technical reviews and provision of funding towards the implementation of these transformational projects. Today, we meet here to celebrate the strides made by the U-Start intervention. The outstanding results of these interventions are an indication that transforming lives of the Ghanaian youth and creating a prosperous future for our nation is possible. Over 30,000 young persons and MSMEs have already received between 4 to 5 days of business management training. It is even more exciting to note that these initiatives are ongoing efforts by the government under the leadership of His Excellency, the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to create an entrepreneurial economy, an initiative he is very passionate about. In September 2023, the government, through the Ghana Enterprises Agency, approved over 35 million Ghana cedis to 272 MSMEs under various components of the Ghana Economic Transformation Project. Also, between September 2021 and August 2022, the government supported over 780 firms with grant funding of over 65 million Ghana cedis under the GETP. I am happy to announce that the government of Ghana, through the Ghana Jobs and Skills Project and the Ghana Economic Transformation Project, will award grant support of almost 65 million Ghana cedis to 3,000 startups and MSMEs gathered here. With the total support to beneficiaries in 2023 alone, totaling 100 million Ghana cedis. This is just for 2023 alone. It is also important to note that a special grant package has been designed to support and empower persons with disabilities. But there is more for the future. More entrepreneurs and more startups and established enterprises are expected to receive grant funding in 2024 under the U-Start initiative. By the end of these two projects, the government will have supported more than 50,000 startups and MSMEs with technical and financial support through the Ghana Enterprises Agency. This grant funding is not just a monetary transaction. It is an investment in the dreams, aspirations, and potential of the youth. It is a signal that shows that the youth of this great nation, and it's that it is possible. Through strategic partnerships and targeted interventions, we are creating an environment of possibilities where ideas flourish, businesses thrive, and individuals find the means to unleash their potential. And it is surely a complementary pathway to nurture and reap the demographic dividend of having a youthful population. The You Start Ghana Jobs and Skills project stands as a beacon of hope and opportunity for the youth of our dear nation. The synergy between capacity building and grant funding, as envisioned in the You Start Ghana Jobs and Skills project and the Ghana Economic Transformation Project, shows that the government's commitment